Hi everybody, Tal7210 Spinning News, and today this is going to be a room tour of summer slash spring or whatever 2014. The last room tour I did was probably over there. Let's get on with the video. So let's start off over here. I have a PA system phone, which usually comes up here, but the wire gets in the way of the door, so it usually falls. This is a mute switch right here, but I made this actually. And what happens is I can talk over the house, the PA system in the house, but I'm just going to leave it there because it's probably going to fall. Right here I have my Canon MP280 inkjet series, which is a really nice printer. It prints really good quality pictures, and it scans really well, and it's also a copier, but it just cost quite a bit for ink. And my USB powered root beer lamp, which stopped working again, I have to fix it. So let's start off over here on this side of my desk. I have a modded Xbox 360 controller. I ripped apart and modded it, so when you press this, it shoots like really fast. It's pretty awesome. And right here is my Gateway EV730 monitor. It's a CRT, but the refresh rate's not too bad for a CRT. I like this monitor though, even though it's a CRT. It's kind of nice looking. Over here I have like a Sony Walkman, and I also have a Logitech K260 wireless keyboard and mouse, which, yeah, I like these things. And I actually lost the back of this mouse. I put tape here so it wouldn't like lean up this way and mess up, so it worked pretty well. And right here I have my Gateway NV55C laptop, which was once for school, but I converted it to a desktop because the screen got cracked. And this thing originally had Windows 7 and a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I think a 300 gigabyte hard drive, and also a Windows 7 on it. I actually upgraded it to Windows 8.1, and it also has a 120 gigabyte SSD in it, because I don't save anything on this computer. It's all backed up on external hard drives and the cloud on Microsoft, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's also got 6 gigabytes of RAM on it. All my laptops have 6 gigs of RAM at minimum, except if it's an old one. And I have my watch, which isn't on me. Over here I have my phone jack, where I hook in my jack. Right here I have these really old Gateway 2000 speakers, see? But they're actually really nice sounding for little speakers. They're 2.0 speakers, but I used to have a nice sound with the woofer, but these are actually really nice because these have a lot of bass, and they have a lot of kick to them, and they sound really good. Like, really, really good. And there's an optional to put a sub on them. You can plug in a sub, which I have to find a subwoofer for these, and if I do, I'm definitely putting it on. Right here I have a hub stack, 10 bass T-hub with LAN view. It's an SEHI24 hub, and it's 24 ports. I only have 4 ports on it. This actually was really busted. It had a lot of problems. It's also really annoying because the fan on it is kind of dirty, and the brushes in it are really dirty, so it kind of hums. But I planned about hooking 6 for the computers on my desk, then 7 to 12 for computers downstairs, because I'm going to be hooking up a hub downstairs. I'm going to be running these through the floor to the basement. I'm going to have a mini computer lab down there. And then these are like auxiliary jacks. But yeah, I'm going to be maxing out this hub right here. I got this from my school, and actually it really boosts up the network speed by a lot. Right here I have an Emerson TV, which actually has HDMI, which is what this is using. Video, for which once was my Xbox, but I don't have my Xbox set up anymore. PC, which is for my desktop, my Windows XP desktop, which is my data rack, and TV, which doesn't have a cable box, just has a hard thing. Oh yeah, and on top I have a little Logitech webcam. It's a really cheap one. It's really not that good quality. It's really horrible. And I have a little thing here. Oh yeah, on this computer, just if you're wondering, it is a dual monitor computer, just for those who are going to be asking me. It is. I don't have a triple monitor because I don't need it. And those are the connections for it. And so this right here goes to this Nobis down here, which is right here. See? And number Windows System Error. What? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I know, whatever. This is an old machine, but I usually burn discs on this. This desktop was actually once a store computer for the school store, and it has all the original, like, I got the keyboard for it for, like, that stuff, but it's, when I got it, it was Windows XP Home Edition. I actually had to, like, jailbreak it just to get through. There's nothing special about that, though. Over here I have my little desk lamp, and in this case I have my Surface 2, which I'm not going to pull out right now. And right here is my Linux/Windows XP machine. This was once my server. When I first got this, it didn't only have a DVD drive, and it was kind of messed up. So put in a new floppy, which does work. This DVD drive works, and this CD drive also works. Which this is what the Linux distribution is booting off of. This is running Listed Puppy 5.2.5, I think, but it's a really nice version of Listed Puppy, and it runs really smooth. There's 2 hard drives in here. One's for XP, one's for this the Listed Puppy, or the Linux distribution, but whatever. Now down here I have a little TV, which I'm getting rid of, and my Dell Laser 17,000, but it's out of toner, so I can't use it. But this is what I use for like printing a lot of copies. And right here is my really amazing amplifier for my PA system. It's really just a karaoke machine, but it's really good. Like, it plays the CD mixer on it. It's a 5 CD mixer, but it's busted, so I have to take it apart. The decks do work, and it does get really good reception, even though I don't have an antenna on it. And this thing just has a lot of kick to it. And I won't be showing the PA system, but I have a PA system, and it's all hooked up to that. Right here I have my Gateway E-Series 3600 machine. I have a DVD drive in it that I upgraded, but it was gonna be an XP machine / Vista machine, but I didn't do that. I'm gonna be turning this into another Linux machine. I'm gonna be putting this downstairs, or in my mom's room. And this is the awesome Nobis you saw, which I also upgraded the CD drive to a DVD drive because I'm that boss. And this, for those people that haven't heard of Nobises, they're really nice computers. They're basically hand-built manufactured computers. They're really nice. Right here I have a Gateway, which is actually rebuilt this today. It needs RAM though. I lost the RAM to it, but I rebuilt this today. This is a Gateway E-Series 4300, which these two are basically. This is the older brother. This is the newer brother. This was actually made in 2005, so it's kind of up to date in the same way it's kind of out of date. Like, this thing has a lot packed into it for a little compact desktop. Like, I have a composite and I have an S-Video composite or something like that with a VGA card in it. It's a pretty nice card. The processor really generates heat, and the cooling fan on it's kind of messed up, so it rattles a lot. This is the case. And over here is my Macintosh Classic, which I don't have hooked up. Moving on over here, this is my laptop rack where it charges usually. I have I fell out of my desk chair. What the hell? Why does that always happen? Alright, so down here, this is where my first laptop goes, and this is my second laptop, my old Toshiba, which is supposed to be set up, but it's actually it has Windows 8 installed on it. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, there's no RAM in it, but this did have RAM. It does have a hard drive in it with Windows 8.1. I kind of stripped this down at the moment, but I'm going to be ordering a new screen for it. I'm going to be like rebuilding the body from scratch. It's going to take a while. And down here's my third laptop, which is a Toshiba Satellite Pro. This is another Linux machine. This is This runs Listed Puppy 5.2.7, and this one's pretty nice. It's a Pentium 4, but it was made for the first. This actually runs Windows 2000, and it runs Listed Puppy. But I don't really use that one, but it has Skype on it and everything. And this is kind of unique. It has that. It's got that composite output on it, so it makes it good for like presentations. Then over here, this is the first laptop I have that's made for family use. This is my Toshiba. Oh no, not Toshiba. This is a Dell Inspiron. What kind of? I don't even know what kind of a Dell Inspiron it is. Let me check. The Dell Inspiron N5040. The keyboard on this thing's kind of busted, actually. Whoops. The keyboard from here on is busted. So, and this is running 8.1 as well. I upgraded this to 8.1 because, you know, that's how amazing I am. And hooked up to it, I have an Apple keyboard. I have a million of these keyboards, but they're really nice. These older, this is actually the original Bonsai Blue iMac keyboard, but some of the keys shattered off of it, so I had to, like, make some adjustments to it. Still pretty nice. And this machine, I actually have a Jimmy rigged charger onto it, so the battery won't charge because it's not enough amps to charge it. This is actually an i3 core, but this machine really sucks in general for for an i3, so I kind of don't really like this machine too much. It really does kind of suck, but it works. This is my probably one of my best operating Windows 8 machines. I also have another Windows 8 machine out in the living room. I have all my machines are Windows 8 now. And right here's my awesome motion light switch. I remember, you guys remember how I had that little light switch that you flip on and off that would turn all the lights in my room on and off? Well, it's all controlled by this motion sensor switch. If I'm not in my room for more than 15 minutes, all my lights in my room shut off, and if I come back in, they stay off. So, you hear the relay clicking in it. It's really cool, though. It's really cool. And yeah, that's it. I would show you the PA system, but you know, I don't really want to. And oh yeah, I forgot. Over here, this is my Motorola modem, which it's a Motorola Surfboard SB6121. And right here is my Netgear unknown router. I don't even know the router. And then right here I have Grand Theft Auto 4 and Windows 8.1 discs. And this Netgear router is actually, if you notice the little orange one that goes to here, which it says it's not connected right, but it is. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Over here is like all CDs I burned, like all different stuff. And apparently there's a USB card right here. I don't know why. I could use that in this machine. So I already put one in there. And yeah, and this is my hamster cage. So, yeah. And then I have my AC I put in, and this really cool outlet. This outlet right here, it has a plug. I put this in too, and it also has USB on it. So if you wanted to, you could take a phone, like this phone right here. You could like plug it in. The phone will actually charge. This is a really cool outlet. This was actually, I'm going to keep this because this outlet's really amazing. I was going to put it over there, but I have it here. But this outlet's like so cool. Like it does everything I want it to do. It's a charger, and it's also like a USB charger. This is where I actually plug in this camera to charge at night. So that's my charging station. I'm actually going to be putting on one of the walls, like one of these. They had these with like 4 ports on them. I was going to hook like 2 with 4 ports on them. This is going to be my USB charging station. I'm just going to bring it in. So yeah, and that's just about it. I don't really have anything else. Oh yeah, and that's a scanning keyboard I was talking about. That has the that went to that Nobis, and just computer graphics cards and sound cards. This is another graphics card, another graphics card. This is an external hard drive case where you plug in an SSD, and it converts not an SSD. You'd plug a this is a Kingston. You'd plug a SATA drive for a laptop in here, and it would convert it to USB. So if I ever had a bad hard drive or something, or bad operating system, I could get all my files out. The Toshiba drive, floppy drive rigged in this, a bunch of mouses. I have an old Apple mouse, and a bunch of wireless mouses. And what the hell is a Pentium 2 in here? It's just freaking useless. They have all these wireless mouses in here. This is a really nice one, this little pink one. And there's also stuff in here. This is a hard drive. It's a Western Digital Caviar. But this one's dead, I think. I have 2 of them. That might be the good one. And, circuit breaker, apparently. It's tripped. Whatever. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Come rate and subscribe. Oh, yeah, and all in there I have more keyboards and mouses and wires in there, too. Yeah. And one more place. Like, keyboards and other computers in here. This I had years ago, and this is my Wii I never used. Broken CD drive and a keyboard and Xbox box and all that stuff. Hey, there's an iDog in there. Huh. Jeez. Think I would get rid of that by now. I don't even like iDogs anymore. I used to be obsessed with them. I used to collect them. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe. And bye. See you guys later.